right, we're live. Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to thank everyone for who's watching right now, currently on our first high school live stream on TTSN. Just kind of set the scene here for you. The Bobcats we're over here in Blount County at the Eagleton Royals. Beautiful night. Had a little shower when we first got here, but everything, Mother Nature is going to take care of itself, and she's going to get out of here, and it actually cooled it off here a little bit. So this is probably the best scene, CL, that we could get for our first live stream high school football game in this press box. This thing's amazing. It's 2 levels, and we got catered food downstairs, and everybody's been very cordial and helpful and helping us get things going here. So
nice facilities.
Gorgeous there. It's all turf field. So Eagleton's definitely got a great setup here to go to get them going. We wanted to come on live about 25 minutes before the game started. We want to kind of talk about some things. This might change up as we get later in the season, but just kind of a rough start for us here. We want to see rough draft and see how it works. You guys give us plenty of feedback throughout the game. Like, share, follow us on Facebook, and follow us on YouTube. Follow us on TikTok. We're on TikTok Live right now. CL and I are. Just kind of got the camera on us. So follow us on all these. Like and share. We'd like to get this information out. We're actually, a lot of the community members are just now finding out that we offer this service. It's really just, again, to give you an overview for us. CL and I are just tremendously big Bobcat fans. We both played for the Bobcats when we were in school, and we just love the whole community vibe of the Bobcats, the whole purple and gold. We love it. I hope you guys have enjoyed the social media posts that CL has done. I'll just tell you right now, he's 100% in charge, and he's done a fantastic job. I'm just trying to keep up with the technical part. We've counted down the days since day 30, and now we're at day 0, and we are 20 minutes away from getting the 2025 season started. So
when I woke up this morning, I mean, it kind of felt like Christmas Day.
I think it was Christmas Day. Doing the middle school game last night for me, I get all these jitters, and I get butterflies, and I get nervous, and I get anxiety. I've been tore up all day at work. I've stayed focused on work, and then I get focused on this, and but now it's time to go. It's time to go. It's nothing really to lose for me and CL. The boys are the ones playing the game tonight. We're just here viewing and hope we enjoy a good show.
And we got 20 minutes, and it's going to be a little Bell South football. Reach out and touch somebody.
Reach out, yes, sir. I don't know if any of our viewers remember Bell South, but it's worth it.
We also give history lessons occasionally. History
lessons. We are big on tradition, so if you enjoy all the posts that we put on there, showing some old videos of old Bobcats and stuff, that's important to us. So.
But middle school got a big win last night.
Middle school, yeah, we do want to go over that. So, big win over Harriman Middle last night, 16-0 at DJ Britton Field. So, the Auburn Springs Bobcat Middle School team starts the season off on a positive note at DJ Britton Field. We want to defend our house at all costs. So, really good game. There were still some miscues from the previous week, but I think Coach Brown has got him and the assistant coaches have got everything on track, and I think they're in for a really good season. Just to kind of give you a schedule update on them, they are off next week, and then they will come back in 2 weeks and host Cofield. So that'll be a big game. Everybody, it's a community rivalry, and that'll be a big game. So we want to encourage anyone listen tonight or watching. We'll be live streaming it. Like I said, in the Midway middle school game last week, we live stream our home games, but there'll be a little play-by-play stuff just because of our CL and I's responsibilities that we do for the high school. I announced the middle and high school. CL helps with the chains. He helps me in the press box with keeping the score and doing the things. It just takes a whole team of people to do this. So congrats to Coach Brown and the Bobcats, middle school Bobcats last night on a big win. So now they're 1-1. Get a week off. So
tonight we are over here at Eagleton. This is Eagleton's 3rd season of football. They are in Class 2A. playing in the region with Oneida, Polk County, and Telco Plains.
Yeah, there's just 4 teams in that region, so obviously the way the format is for the playoffs, Eagleton, no matter the record, they'll get a playoff game. But it will be interesting to see how we pair up with Eagleton tonight. You know, we've scrimmaged Telco Plains there a few weeks ago. We did a live stream on that just to test. It was a little rough. The Bobcats had some things to work on. We've not seen them play since then, so we're just curious to see if they got those things corrected. I wholly believe Coach Biggs and his staff have got that stuff straightened out. They're all professionals. They get this stuff going. So Auburn Springs, you know, is starting their 100th season. You know, we kind of dug some history up, and actually I stumbled upon some old articles and realized that the Bobcats started playing in 1925, and then CL dug up this website that's run by somebody in Alabama.
Yeah, it's some kind of website, Alabama.
But I was looking at it the other night. It's really awesome. We may even put a link on our Facebook page in the next week or something. But it goes through all the coaches. It had some gaps of the coaches, but it has a lot of the coaches' names, each record each year they had. So it's really interesting information if you're a Bobcat fan and a historian. So that's cool.
We also got some Region 2 realignments. Sunbright moving down from Region 1, and Wartburg moves down to us in Class 2A, or from Class 2A.
Yeah, you're right. Sunbright, I guess in the offseason, Wartburg had got reclassified. I guess TWSAA does that every 4 years or something. They got reclassified, and they moved down to Single A. So that was going to put a 9-team region in ours. So Sunbright had just elected to go play in Region 1, which Region 1, if you guys are familiar with that, that's Cloudland, Cosby, Hampton. Well, I don't think it's Hampton. I don't really know all the teams, but I know it's Cloudland and Cosby and some other teams. Interested to see how Sunbright does in that this season. You know, we'll keep up with that. So wanted to talk about something that come out yesterday. The preseason Class A Tennessee Sports Writers and USA Today rankings came out for the state of Tennessee. I don't know if you guys caught that on 5-Star Preps or any other thing like that. So,
but no surprise, South Pitt at number 1.
I think the road to the state championships goes through South Pitt. It's got to go through South Pitt's team. They're traditionally good. Obviously, we've had some success against them. We've also took some lumps, and so number 2 is McKenzie. Which is a fair assessment to me. I don't know much about McKenzie. They play out in the West Tennessee, but they've historically had really good teams, made it to quarterfinals and semifinals before.
Number 3 is that black and orange team.
Yeah, I know you don't say it. I'll say Cofield. Obviously, they're there just because they made it all the way semifinals last year after beating us in the quarterfinals. And then they went down and got reminded by South Pitt who the boss is in Class Single A most of the years. So,
number 4, like we were looking at that and we was like, who the heck's Eagleton or Eagleville?
Eagleville, yeah, not really familiar with them. They're out middle somewhere, Tennessee. And you got number 5, Dredson, and number 6, Richland, and then number 7 is the Bobcats of Auburn Springs. So getting some preseason love, respect. I think we fell in that 5 to 6, 7 range in the last couple weeks. But obviously, us making it to the quarterfinals and having that heartbreaking loss at Cofield, you know, we're a couple of first downs from going to the semifinals last year. So, but those days are gone. We're looking for tonight. I guess number 8 is Clay County. Historically, a pretty good team. They play in that North Middle Tennessee region. I think it's Region 4 or something like that. Then you got Memphis Middle College. I think that's MACE. I think that's their abbreviation. And then number 10 is Hampton. So that's your top 10. I know when I was breaking this out today, Rockwood got enough votes. They're 11th. So that's interesting. You know, we play Rockwood. I think Rockwood's going to have a really good team. So we'll see. We'll meet them in a few weeks. So, and then I think I can't remember who number 12 was, but it doesn't matter. They're all preseason rankings. Everybody's just kind of looking at who's coming back, how many returning starters they got, and some tradition. We're going to pause here for the national anthem. All right, we're back. Wanted to pause there to pay respect to our nation's colors, and Eagleton's playing the national anthem sounded really good. We're in a fantastic press box. I don't know that we're ever going to be in another one like this, Seal, unless we make it to a state championship game. But the next topic we want to talk about real quick, and we're going to talk about this every week. So I don't know if you guys have seen it. We shared on our Facebook page a few times. We haven't had a whole lot of sharing and posting about it, but we wanted to generate some noise for us to get some excitement and things like that. So we created this pick'em panel. So what the consistency of that is we're going to have a group of 6 games every week, and they're all going to be all Roane County teams. And then we're going to pick to get 6 games. We may pick obviously the Tennessee game. We're going to pick that, and then we may have to add in like a college game day game just to. We had to maybe add in a few games when the county teams are playing each other. It knocks down the amount of games. So, but we do on our pick'em panel. Just want to run through some of the people we've picked. So, we got Derek Jett, we got BB Bailey, and we got Coach Buster Brown. Obviously, CL Andrew Jenkins. Andrew Jenkins is what is he? The CFO of Protomet.
Yeah, we'll call him that.
We'll call him that.
We're doing it on the fly, yeah.
He can text us later if he's listening and tell us what he actually really does. But Andrew's a really good mentor for CL and I over the years. We've both been employed at Protomet for a long time. I've been there 17 years. I think CL's working on 19 or 20. But Andrew's been a great mentor to us over those years. Then obviously you got myself, Mitch, and then you got, I'm going to call him by his name, Chris Duncan, but everybody in the community knows him as Dunk. And then we got Jason Daniels, which is the statistician for the Bobcats. He has done stats since I played football in the 90s. And
is he not on his 35th year?
I want to get some data on him, and next week we'll definitely get. I know he's in the Bobcat Hall of Fame. He got inducted a couple years ago. Jason is a tremendous Bobcat fan and a tremendous supporter, and he's just. I don't know. If the guy falls over and scratches his knee, there's purple blood's going to come out. So, but we did want to go over the picks this week. Our games this week. If you're watching at home, I'm going to post them on the stream here. These are the games we're picking. So obviously we got the OS and Eagleton. Wanted to go through that. So Derek Jett's games, he picks the winners this week. He picks OS to win. He's going to pick Kingston over Harriman tonight. That one's at Kingston. He's going to pick Rockwood over Oneida. Derek's got Cloudland over Midway. And Derek's got Maryville over Alcoa. And then the college game day of the week, we had to pick this one as Iowa State and Kansas. I think that one's being played in Ireland.
Yeah.
Derek picks Iowa State.
BB Bailey, of course, picking the boys, the Oz. Harriman versus Kingston. He went with Kingston. Oneida for the Rockwood Oneida game. He also picked Cloudland, then going with Alcoa. I thought that was a good pick. And Iowa State for the Iowa State-Kansas State game. Yeah.
Next one was Buster. His picks is OS, obviously. He's got Kingston. He's got Rockwood over Oneida. He's got Midway over Cloudland. He's got Maryville over Alcoa. And he's got Iowa State over Kansas State.
Then you got my winning picks.
Oh.
I'm going with Oz. Kingston. I think Kingston probably still feeling that sting from last year.
Yeah.
And going with Rockwood. Midway, I think Midway's going to go up to Cloudland and get that one.
Cloudland comes to Midway.
Oh, Cloudland is at Midway.
Cloudland is at Midway.
Then I'm going to go with Alcoa and then Kansas State.
Yeah, cool. Andrew picks OS, Kingston, Rockwood, Midway, Alcoa, and Kansas State. My picks is OS, Kingston, Rockwood, Midway, Alcoa, and Kansas State. And then I'll let CL pick up the last two.
Dunk's going with, right across the board, I think all of us picked Oz. Kingston, he's going with Rockwood, Cloudland, Alcoa, and Kansas State. And then Jason Daniels also picked Oz, Kingston, Oneida, Midway, Alcoa, and Kansas State.
Kansas State. So what we're going to do is we're going to do this for 10 weeks. And the cumulative score at the end, wins and losses, the winner of whoever has the best overall record at the end of week 10 after the picks will win a ProtoMet has donated a Yeti Hopper 18, which is a really nice soft cooler. So that'll be presented to the winner. We'll do that. Obviously, I just want to announce that CL, Andrew, and myself are not eligible. So the only people that are really eligible for the prize are Derek, BB Bailey, Buster Brown, and Dunk, and Jason Daniels. So those 5 people are the ones that are eligible to win the cooler. CL and I and Andrew are just in there as to shake it down and let them know that we know a little bit about football too. So what do we got left on the clock?
6 minutes.
So we're at about 6 minutes left in this game, or 6 minutes left before kickoff. 2 minutes, 57 seconds left. Captains for the visiting team, the Bobcats tonight. We got 71, Dalton Reynolds. We got number 10, William Eddings. Number 5, Cooper Jones. And number 3, Jackson Jett.
And for Eagleton, we got number 11, Colton Relation. Number 12, Lane Cope. Number 44, Tyson Click. And number 55, Jonathan Joyle.
Always feels good to get the first coin in the air here. Bobcats obviously the visiting team, so they'll get to select. Here's the coin flip. It appears the Bobcats have won the toss, and they will defer to the second half, so we're going on defense first.
And here come your 2025 Oliver Springs Bobcats.
So looks like we're going to have back deep for the Royals, number 11, Relation, number 12, Lane Cope, and number 6, Wyatt. We're going to call him Wyatt. That last name's pretty rough. Atosin or something. We'll call it that. Kicking off for your Bobcats will be number 8, Bryson Goodman. It's a little bit different special teams receiving set I've ever seen. Interesting. Goodman's going to put toe to leather, and the 2025 season has started for you Bobcats.
Number 8, Cole, with the taking the kickoff return.
He's tackled by number 24, Caleb Marney. It's a freshman in there. Taking the tick. Looks like Eagleton's going to be 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line. Eagleton's going to come out trips to the right and a pistol looking set. 44 goes in motion. Quick pitch, fumble in the backfield.
When they're trading that tight end, so they're going to be unbalanced. We've got to get all the linebackers to shift to the left.
So it looks like a loss of 6. It's going to bring up 2nd and 16 for the Royals at their own 34-yard line. So a little pregame jitters there by the Royals, I guess.
Hopefully they keep them.
Yeah. Now they go 2 to the right, 1 to the left. It's going to be a flag on the play. Delay a game against the Royals and back them up 5 more. That's going to make it 2nd and 21 from the 29.
Yeah, same thing.
11 on the carry for the Royals.
Came in there and Jackson Jet got in there and cleaned him up.
Yeah, we had a whole host of Bobcats there. Didn't catch the tackler, but they were flying to the ball as a team. Looks like it's going to be a loss of 1 for the Royals. 3rd and 27 for the Royals. So good defensive start here for the Bobcats. Let's see if we can hold them here.
Jet's on the wrong side.
Royals are going to go screen pass. Sieber's there. He misses the tackle. Shoved out of bounds, but looked like Jet. Looks like they got about 7 or 8 on that screen pass, but it still will bring up 4th and 15 for the Royals, and it looks like they're going to run their punt team on there. So
Good start for the Bobcats defense.
good start, 3 and out. Royals had a fumble there, and they got a delay of game penalty, so they got a guy behind the chains there. Got Jet. Looks like Jet back deep to receive the punt. Jet's going to field it cleanly.
And Jet is tripped up by number 20, Easton Britton.
Britton. I think Jet caught that ball at about the 25-yard line, and he's going to be spotted at about the 44. So almost a 20-yard gain, 20-yard punt return for Jet.
I just want to make sure everybody's on the same page.
So good job there.
Was I not loud enough for what I need to do? Okay. Yep.
Bobcats come out. Bokey under center, or Bokey is in the shotgun. Hammond in motion. Hand off to Jet.
Jet got tackled by number 44, Tyson Click. And Jackson Kaler, number 5, got in there with him.
Yeah. Looks like Jet got about a yard. So it brings up 2nd and 9 for the Bobcats. Bokey quick pass to number 7, Jordan Gray. Looks like they're actually going to lose a yard, so it's going to bring up 3rd and 10 for the Bobcats. So let's see what Brent Kelly and Coach Biggs can draw up here for a 3rd and 10. We're going to hand it to Jet. He's going to cut back. Jet's doing Jet things. He's going to get about 7 right there. So it's going to bring up 4th and 3.
Only takes one little crease, and he'll bust it right through there for
He'll make you
two.
pay. So no punt team here. We're going to go for it here at the Eagleton, the Royals 49. Bobcats are going to go. Looks like we tried a hard snap there. Looking at the offensive set, Bokey's going to roll to the right. He's going to throw to Sieber. And they're going to call the catch good.
Good catch by Saber.
Yeah, good catch right there. Sieber, sophomore, really good catch. Big time play right there to get the first down for the Bobcats. Bokey to Carson Sieber. I expect to see that a lot this season. Sieber played some good time last year, and he's obviously developed. He's getting taller, bigger, stronger, learning the offense. So Bobcats back in the hurry-up offense. They want to get lined up and then see how the Royals line up on them. The Royals in their traditional 4-3, it looks like, maybe a 5-2. And Hammock lowers his head.
Not much there.
He gets a yard or 2. About a yard, 2nd and 9 for the Bobcats. No. Fake pitch to the right. Bokey's swinging it. He's got Gray over there. On a throw to Rope over there. That should be enough for another Bobcat first down. About a 9-yard pass, Bokey to Gray.
Colton Relation on the tackle there.
So
for the Royals.
Now we're getting some rhythm on offense here, moving the chains.
We have 3 capable, good receivers.
I think so too.
Yeah, they look confused.
Jet on the carry, spins out of the hole.
I told you.
Oh, there he is, baby. Oh, he just steps out of bounds at about the 18-yard line. About a 12-yard gain for Jackson Jet. Great move right there. Spun plumb out of that hole to the left. And the Bobcats are driving. Hammock on the carry.
He's going to drag a couple.
He's dragging a few Royals there.
It was a good hard run.
Maybe about 2. Looks like he's actually they're going to give him 3, so it'll be 2nd and 7 for the Bobcats at the Royals' 15-yard line.
They've drained this clock. They've drained it down to 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
5 minutes.
Here comes Hammock on the jet sweep to the right.
He'll
The
be
Royals, no, they're going to call him down. So the Royals had pretty good containment there on the outside. He loses about a yard, so it's going to be 3rd and 8 for the Bobcats. Bokey's going to roll to his left. He's going to make a throw to Eddings.
Oh, big. Nice catch by Eddings.
Nice catch. Great catch. Good throw by Bokey. A little bit behind him, but he's rolling off away from his hand or his arm. So
far in this game, we've distributed it to all 3 receivers.
That is 3. That is all 3's got to catch on this drive. So 1st and goal for the Bobcats from the Eagleton 4. Hand off to Jet. Jets going to lose about 2. So it's going to be 2nd and goal from the 6. RPO pass, Carson Sieber, touchdown. Touchdown Bobcats. Bokey to number 21, Carson Sieber. That was an RPO type pass. He pulled it, tossed it to Carson. I think Carson was playing tight end or something, or a short slot there. So we got Reynolds to snap, Eddings to hold, and Goodman for the extra point attempt.
Goodman, as usual, puts it right down the middle.
Good snap, good hold. Extra point is good.
Your Oliver Springs Bobcats are now leading the Eagleton Royals 7-0. There's 3:17 left in the first quarter.
So great first drive there. Had a big 4th down catch there by Carson. 4th and 3. We made a great throw. Bokey made a great throw over to Carson. Caught that 4th down. Hey, that's what you do when you play football. You go for it. You take chances. So
it was a nice little mix run pass combo.
yes. So the Bobcat kickoff team will run out for the 2nd time here tonight as Eagleton received the ball to start the game. They went 3 and out in their first drive.
Their deepest man will be number 12, Lane Cope. You also got relation back there with him, number 11. And I believe that's number 6, Matatosian.
Yeah, well.
Matatosian.
Yeah, we'll call it that. I can tell you that number 8, Bryson Goodman's got her teed up. He's going to kick it to one of them down there. He's going to kick it to somebody in blue, I think. He's going to kick it over here in this tight corner. Got good contain there. We missed one tackle. Looks like he was ran out of bounds by 18, Trenton Tucker, and 32, Bear Lively. He got about 10 on that kickoff return. It's they're going to spot the ball on the left hash at about the 38-yard line of the Royals.
It's about 2 yards from where they started on the first drive. Let's hope some of that.
Yeah.
I guess bad luck or good luck. Let's hope it continues for them.
Yeah, we'll see. I think the defense is obviously that first series you have some communication things. I think they'll get it straight. They'll
Tell Eddie to scoot up next play.
Going to hand off to 11. Big play over on the right, left end by Carson Sieber, number 21. Big tackle there. I think he's actually going to lose a yard. Yeah, it's a 1-yard loss. Great contain there by Sieber coming from that linebacker spot.
That's bringing up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11. The ball's on the turf. It's like Eagleton had some mix-up there.
It's about a 12-yard loss right there, Mitch.
12 yards. I was trying to add it up in my head right there. And take my shoes off. But, yeah, good call. 12-yard loss, so we're looking at 3rd and 22 for the Royals. So they're way behind the chains again.
We'll call that 3rd and a country mile.
Royals drop back to pass. It's going to be their first pass of the game.
And it is incomplete to number 12, Lane Cope.
Looks like Sieber was there just to get his paw up, maybe break his concentration a little bit. So now the Royals are against 4th down and long here. And they bring out the punt unit. Jackson Jet back deep. Had a pretty good return on the first one. Let's see. There wasn't nobody within 20 yards of the first punt, so I'm curious to see. Heavy snap there. They get it off. It's an end-over-end kick. It's going to hit the turf and take a Royal bounce. Jet's going to pick it up. And he's going to run 10 yards, but he's going to get a yard.
But Hammock got in the backfield. He almost got a block on that.
Yeah, it was a heavy, high snap. The punter did a good job of flicking it. He jumped up and had to pretty much rebound it.
And he had Hammock right there in his face.
Yeah, and he made a pretty good kick, end over end. It hit the turf here. They're on the turf field. Bounced pretty well, and Jet just said, I'm not going to stand here and watch it flop around. I want to take it and go somewhere with it. So he tried. You give him an A for effort, but a D for danger. So Bokey is in the shotgun. We got 4 wides. So the Bobcats, there's a flag on the play. Bobcats playing a little cat and mouse here. Got a hard snap there. Drawed Eagleton off sides. They get free 5 yards, so it's going to bring up 1st and 5 for the Bobcats at their own 43-yard line. Bobcats have 4 wide receivers right there. They have 1 tucked in tight there on the right-hand side. Bokey's looks like he's making a little bit of adjustment here at the line. Senior quarterback can do that. Bokey's going to just tuck it. He says, I need to run it here. And he's not going to get much.
44, Tyson Click with that tackle on Bokey.
Yeah, that was they were there. Royals had pretty good containment there.
He thinks Early's got it, 'cause Early stays with it. Early doesn't finish the block.
So it's going to be a loss of 5 right there. It's going to bring up 2nd and 10. So kind of back where we started, the original line of scrimmage. Would like to point out that the Bobcats have some young talent there on the offensive line. Dalton Reynolds has moved into the center spot. I see number 51, Rodney. Here comes Bokey. Bokey's going to just step out of bounds right here, scrambling for his life. He's out at about the 42-yard line. So that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6 for the Bobcats.
That shows a lot about Bokey's leadership. I was watching him, and he was motioning that receiver to come back to him.
Yeah.
Once he realized that play, the original play ain't going nowhere.
I got to do something. I got to go. I got to come with me. Yeah.
That's good communication between him and his receivers.
Yeah, he's going to throw it downfield. Bokey is intercepted.
Number 5, Jackson Callier.
By the Royals. I think he just threw that ball a little flat-footed there. I think the receiver looked like he was there. So first turnover tonight for the Bobcats. I think it was a good play. They faked sweep right, pulled back to the left, and he was there. So we got to. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Royals at the Bobcat 41-yard line.
Got 12 and a half seconds left in the first quarter here.
Handoff to number 12 of the Royals. He's dancing around. He is met by number 5, Coop Jones, for no gain. maybe a 1. Actually, they're going to give him 2. So that's going to be the end of your first quarter here at Eagleton tonight.
Your Bobcats are leading the Eagleton Royals 7-0.
So
Let's go. We're gonna go. Where's the ball? Let's go right cloud. Tell the corner. Just sit still. Stop backing up. If the cloud corner's got to stop, just stick there. Open his hip and sit. Look for anything coming to the flat.
all right, we're back with a hot mic here. Set the scene. It's start of the second quarter. The Bobcats threw an interception there. The Eagleton got a 1-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 9 for the Royals on the Bobcat 40-yard line. So this is the best field position that the Royals have had tonight. They had a couple offensive possessions in that first quarter and didn't really move the ball at all. Had a punt twice, but they got this interception, and now they got some field position in their hands. So let's see if the Bobcats can go up here. We got long throw to number 12. He's finally brought down by number 1. Colton Cody? No, yeah, that's number 1. Or is that number 4? I can't catch his number. Four. Eli Richardson. So, pretty good play there by the Royals. They caught the man on about the 10-yard out there. Royals the 1st and 10 from the Bobcats 28-yard line. Fumble in the backfield. We're diving on it.
Yeah, we got it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Wesley Cameron coming in there getting that.
Wesley Cameron, and Bear Lively says, I'm going to take this ball away from you and give it to my offense.
I've noticed Cameron in the backfield several times tonight.
Wesley is a big boy. He actually helped me a lot last night at the middle school game, so give a shout-out to Wesley. He did a lot of spotting for me and helped out tremendously. He's big guy. So great job right there by the defense to kind of recover there. And fumble recovered by number 32, Bear Lively. So the Bobcats are going to get the ball 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line. And looks like we're going to have a timeout here by the Royals. They want to get everybody together and make sure everything's right. So now we're back to 0 on the turnovers. Bobcats got an interception. Now the Royals have a fumble. So far, a pretty decent game. Bobcats obviously has some things to work on, but talk about. But
overall, it's a lot of improvement. A lot of improvement been made.
It's week 0 or week 1, whatever they call this stuff anymore. But yeah, so it's looking good. So coming out of the Royals timeout, 1st and 10 for the Bobcats at their own 37-yard line. Okie in the shotgun's going to hand off to Jet. He's doing Jet things. Oh, but Jet spins out of it. He is going to go all the way. Jackson Jet. What a run. What a run by Jackson Jet. Beautiful. He spun 2 or 3 times there. Great blocking by the line. There was a hole there, and he just spun out of the linebacker and used his feet to say, I'm going to go down here to this end zone and let the extra point team So we got Reynolds on the snap, Eddings on the hold, Goodman for the extra point attempt. Snap is good, hold is good, kick is up, good. So it's going to be 14-0 for the Bobcats. 11:32 left in the second quarter. So the Royals called a timeout, but I don't think they talked about tackling Jackson Jett, which there's a lot of people that have a problem tackling Jackson Jett.
Your Bobcats are leading 14-0 with 11:32 here in the second quarter.
On that power, Jet made a great run, but nobody touched place I think to him. He went straight to back. Looks like he's stunning across Arby's face maybe, and he was straight to back. Somebody got him?
So it looks like we got the same three that we've had back for the Royals, but we do have Liam Bokian to set the kickoff. Bokey lines up with the ball. Oh, he's going to flop it over here. Oh, what a good bounce right there. Bobcat, the ball is loose. It's on the turf. It looks like they may have got it. The Bobcats players are signaling. And it looks like we're going to have a wrestling match here. Looks like the Royals will come up with it somehow. Man, it looked like he had that. That ball hit the turf. Great kick. It took that second bounce and went really high. And number 2, it looked like Trey Davis was there in on that, somewhere around that play. Either way around, it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Royals at their own 43-yard line. Looks like the Royals want to talk about it. They're going to call a timeout. I believe they got one more timeout left in this game. Man, it would have been good to get that kickoff, that onside kick attempt right there. Man, that would have definitely set the tone there a little bit stronger for it. But either way around, the Bobcats are up 14-0 here in the second quarter.
I felt like we had it there for a second.
I think it did too. I think it got under that pile, and it's just a wrestling match from there. And by the time the refs get it sorted,
they wasn't in a hurry to get to it.
Yeah,
They're also knocking off their preseason jitters, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know that if it's a Blount County crew. I didn't recognize any of them when we were down on the field earlier, which is not a bad thing for us. So either way around, the Royals 1st and 10 out of their timeout here at their own 43-yard line. Inside handoff to number 5. Jackson Jett's there.
Jett trips him up. Nice.
Yeah, that Jackson Jett was close to the last man there. Got 5 for the Royals. Kaler on the carry. Tripped up by Jett. It's an 8-yard gain for the Royals, so it'll be 2nd and 2 at the Bobcat 48. Inside handoff. Looks like number 4, Richardson, was in there on that play. It'll be enough for a Royals 1st and 10. It's about a 2-yard gain. So they're going to set the ball at the Bobcats 46. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Royals. Royals got 2 wide receivers to the right, 2 backs behind the center. Hand off to number 1. He fumbles.
Fumble, and
the ball is still loose. Hammock's going to pick it up. And Hammock is going to pick it up and get about another 4 or 5 yards.
Get all the way down to about the 22, 23.
Yes, sir. I thought they might call Jackson Jett on a block in the back there, but either way around, Ian Hammock, big-time fumble recovery right there, picked it up.
Tell the O-line to get set. You got to push it, got to pressure it.
So it's going to be spotted at about the Royals' 23-yard line. I feel like he got a little bit more than that, but either way around, we got the ball. Bokey's going to go under center for the first time. He's going to hand off to Hammock, the one that got the fumble recovery. So it's going to be a gain of 4. It doesn't look like the box guy knows what's going on here. He ain't moved the box yet. But it's 2nd and 4 for the Bobcats. This is Hammock again. So it's going to be spotted at about the Royals' 19-yard line. It's going to be 3rd and a long 6 for the Bobcats here. That was the first play Bokey's been under center tonight, so that was interesting. Just a quick handoff right there. So Bokey in a split back set. He's going to roll to the right. He's going to fire it over to Eddings, it looks like. Eddings makes the catch. It looks like they're going to get about 2 or 3 yards there.
Taylor there with the tackle for Eagleton.
Yeah, so the Bobcats got a decision to make here. Looks like Coach Biggs is going to run on the field goal team. So so it's going to be Goodman. Reynolds on the snap. Goodman on Eddings on the hold.
And that is
Goodman gets
good.
it right through there. Nice job. Nice job by the special teams unit right there. Big time. Nice snap from Reynolds, nice hold from Eddings, and a great kick by Bryson Goodman. That was about I think it was spotted at the 18, so that would have been about a 28 or 30-yard field goal right there.
Your Oliver Springs Bobcats are leading Eagleton 17-0 with 8 minutes left here in the second quarter.
So, yeah, so Bobcats get 3 points out of that Royals turnover there. 7 would have been nice. We'll take 3. It's better than nothing. So, man, it's good to see us being able to put the ball through the field goal this early in the season. We know we have that ability. We've had it for a couple of years now with Bokey and Goodman. Obviously, those boys, Bryson Goodman is a junior. Bokey's a senior. Bokey's going to line up. He's going to be the kickoff man. He's going to put it plumb. It's going to bounce at about the 4-yard line, and it's going to roll back for a touchback. So, great kick by Liam Bokey there on the kickoff. So, we're going to start. The Royals will get the ball at the 20-yard line. Or to be 1st and 10.
how your defense is playing, Mitch. You might as well just kick it out there because
Yeah, the Royals, the defense is playing good. They've been out of place a few times, but the Royals are not helping the situation. I mean, they're helping the situation just a little bit by putting the ball on the ground, and they've had some miscues. But still, I think the defense is playing right now a good overall game so far. So hand off to number 5. And he is just stuffed by several Bobcats there. Looks like 51. Rodney Jones, a big freshman right there.
got Reynolds got in on it.
Reynolds, number 71, Dalton Reynolds is in there on it. So big play right there by the defensive line. If they're getting penetration, then the linebackers are probably going to have a fun night. So it's about a gain of 1 for the Royals, 2nd and 9. They're going to drop back to pass. Quick pass out here to the right. He's met first by Sieber, cleaned up by Gray. It's going to be about a 5 or 6 yard gain for the Royals. It's going to bring up about 3rd and 4. Third down and a long 3. The PA announcer here at Eagleton calls it. We'll take it. I don't know if you guys can see that on your camera, but that sunset out that way is gorgeous tonight. Can't beat that for opening Friday night lights. Royals back deep to pass. Reynolds was there to shake him down, and Cooper Jones comes up and just cleans that screenplay up. Says we're not going to do that tonight. Not on this possession. About a 3 yard loss. It's going to bring up 4th and 6 for the Royals. So they're going to run their punt team out again. This is the second time they've had to punt down inside the 30-yard line. So let's see. The last punt they had a little tricky snap there. So let's see if they get that fixed out. I'd imagine the Bobcats are in return mode, it looks like. Better snap there by the Royals. They're going to kick this baby to Jackson Jett, and they're going to figure it out that that's not smart. This kid makes people miss. Oh, that's a horse collar right there. Good call. Jett's shifty, but he didn't get but a couple yards.
And there's a reason why.
Yep. Yeah, you can't tackle like that. I think that's a 15-yard penalty, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know for sure. You don't see them very often. So the penalty is going to be marked at the 43-yard line. And it's going to be a 15-yard penalty. So the penalty, so it's going to be a personal foul, horse collar against the Royals. So after the penalty is assessed, it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Bobcats at the Royals' 42-yard line. So
Good starting position.
yeah, we'll take it. This is the second time I think we've started on their side of the field with the turnover they had here and this possession. So let's see if the Bobcats can capitalize here before we go into the half. Oh, what a play right there.
Jordan Gray around the
Jordan
outside.
Gray on the long sweep there. A lot of misdirection to Jett and Hammock.
And that's going to be a first down.
That's about a 10-yard gain. Yep, the refs are moving the chain. So, yes, sir, it's first down.
Bobcats with a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10. We got 5 minutes and 30 seconds on the clock.
Ball's going to be at about the 32-yard line for the Bobcats. And we got a flag on the play right here. See what Mr. Whitehat calls.
You got 5.5 minutes with the key to burn some clock if you want to.
Not sure that call. There has been some rule changes in the offseason. It was like a – got to get brushed up here. Another big pass down the middle. Hot pass down the middle to Carson Sieber. That's the third catch for Sieber tonight, so he has stepped up big time. It's going to be 1st and goal for your Bobcats at the Royals 9-yard line. Bobcats still in a hurry-up style offense. They're just getting lined up and letting Coach Kelly and Coach Biggs take a look at the defense. Coach Kelly's over here. He's yelling. We got another flag on the play. Whatever that, we're going to figure out what that penalty is here at halftime. We'll do our research. I don't know if it's something Eagleton's doing. I don't know if they're trying to emulate the snap, but either way around, it's a 5-yard penalty. It's going to be 1st and goal from the 4. Hammock gets the handoff, makes a spin there. Don't know, the ball kind of flickered out there, but I think they're going to call him down.
I think he got to the 2-yard line, Mitch.
2-yard line, so it's going to be 2nd and goal for the Bobcats at the 2-yard line. Handoff to Hammock. He powers in. Touchdown, Bobcats. 3-yard gain, number 0, Ian Hammock. That's Bobcat football right there. Just hand it between the tackles and go see if you're the tougher dude. Reynolds on the snap, Eddings on the hold, Goodman on the extra point, straight down the pipe.
Your Bobcats are leading Eagleton 24-0 with 3:57 left on the clock here in the first half.
So far, so good. At least the scoreboard's showing that. I'm sure the coaches are taking notes, and they're going to have some things to work on or talk about at halftime, but obviously the scoreboard is reflective of how we're doing in this first half. It's looking good so far.
Well, you know it's going to help some of these young guys' confidence. First real big high school football action. And
at a really nice facility, by the way. I mean, this is a college-style facility. I can't say enough about the hospitality here we've had. But we came to win. That's all that matters. So it looks like we're going to have Goodman back in on the kickoff. I'm sure that's going to be a regular thing this season. They're going to rotate in and out. That's Bokey. I'm sorry. That's Liam Bokey at the kickoff. He's going to try to pooch it over there in the corner. Eagleton's going to take it at about the 25-yard line, and he squirts out of there. And he danced down the sidelines, number 6 for the Royals.
Matatosian.
Yeah, that rough name again, tough name. So he's going to be finally pushed out of bounds at about the Royals. They're on 46-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Royals there. So he kind of just found a little crease over there and run right up the sidelines. Handoff, quick pass to number 6. He's tripped up by number 4, Richardson of the Bobcats, but that was a quick slant pass right there. It's like an RPO. He pulled it, threw it. It's about a 20-yard gain. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Royals at the Bobcat 37-yard line. Hand off to number 11. Oh, he puts the ball on the turf, but he's able to get a good bounce, and it hops back in his lap there. And with all of that, it looks like they're going to spot it second and short for the Royals, so about a 9-yard gain with the little fumble there.
We got second and about half a yard, 3:22 remaining here in the first half.
So it would be nice the Bobcats just kind of bow up here and say, we're going to shut you out in the first half. We got a stoppage. Looks like they're going to call first down, so we got a little miscommunication between the chains and the officials. So 1st and 10 for the Royals. They're going to come back to pass. He's going to throw a little fade up there. He went and got it. No, they're going to call him out of bounds. Incomplete. So is that number 0?
Looks like.
Noel Menzez Flores. He went up and got it, but Jordan Gray was there and pushed him out of bounds. So it looked spectacular.
I thought he kind of stepped out of bounds before he made that grab.
He may have. I had my eyes in the backfield, but he was either way around. It's 2nd and 10 for the Royals at the Bobcat 27-yard line. Swing pass to number 1, and he's going to be held up right there by Sieber and Reynolds. So great play right there for both of those. Reynolds, a senior.
Lewis for Eagleton had nowhere to go on
Nowhere
that.
to go. So great job there by Reynolds or Sieber. He came up and made a good football play, and Reynolds says, I'm going to clean this up for you, and did a really good job right there. So it's a loss of about 2. So it's going to bring up 3rd and 12 for the Royals. Number 12 in motion. They're going to hand off to him on a jet sweep. And here comes Jackson Jet up.
God, Jet took that. No, sir.
Looked like he came from the back of the bus and made that tackle.
He looked like he was on a mission.
He was. He was done. So it looks like that's going to be no gain. And the Bobcats will call timeout to save some clock. There's a gain of about 1. So it's going to be 4th and 11 for the Royals.
We got 2:10 remaining.
2:10. So the Bobcats going to call timeout here to try to keep some of this clock. They want to keep the pressure on and see what the Royals do here. I didn't get a chance to catch if they have a decent field goal kicker. It don't look like they're talking about a field goal. It looks like they're talking about a first down here.
And I have a feeling, just kind of looking down there, I believe Big Zero Meza Flores probably going to be going to him.
Yeah. I mean, well, so they've had some success on this 5 and 7, 8 and out pass. The Royals have, but it looks like they're going to line up 2 wide to the right and 2 wide to the left. So they're going to run 2 wides. Quarterback in the shotgun. So we got to watch the slant here. Quick pass. And here comes one in motion. And he's going to try to throw it right down the middle, and he's got it. Richardson put a lick on him, but it wasn't enough. Number 12, Lane Cope on the catch there. Richardson made him pay for it. But it will be enough for a first down for the Royals. They're going to spot the ball at about the 4-yard line of the Bobcats. It'll be 1st and goal for the Royals. So best opportunity they've had to score tonight. So let's see if the Bobcat defense can get that off of their backs and see if we can bow up right here and hold them. Quick pitch to the left. And number 5.
Kaler is going to get in for an Eagleton touchdown.
And he's in for the first Royal touchdown tonight. And we're going to have a flag over here. It looked like we had a little jawing between 12 and a Bobcat player over there. So the Royals, either way around, they're going to get a touchdown out of it. They did a good job on getting that first down on the 4th and 11. So the Royals are going to come in and try the PAT. It would be nice if the official would pick his flag up off the field. Guess he's writing that personal foul down. I'd say the penalty will be assessed on the kickoff. That's usually how those things go. Yeah, unsportsmanlike against the Bobcats. All right, the Bobcats are lined up here. Looks like they're going to put some pressure on this extra point attempt maybe. And looks like Jet tried to jump it. I'm trying to figure out how the official on the far side can call that offsides penalty. I don't even know where there's official on this sideline over here. So it'd be interesting to see what the Royals do here. It would be a half a distance to the goal penalty. It looks like they're going to call out the starting offense, and they're going to try to punch it in for 2 here with that half distance to the goal offsides penalty against the Bobcats. So it's going to be placed at about the 1.5 yard line. That's what it'll be. Jet was just trying to time that out and was just a tad bit early. So the Royals are going to line up here and try to go for 2. Quick pitch to the right, and the Bobcats are there, and no, sir. No, sir.
Kaler, nowhere to go on that one.
Nowhere. Richardson was there, and he was cleaned up by Cooper and Eddings.
Jet was in there.
Jet was in there, so good job there by the Bobcats to say, well, you should have kicked an extra point. You can't go for 2 on us. We're not going to let that happen. So it's 24-6. CL, if you'll give us the time.
We got 1:25 left here in the second quarter.
1:25 left in the first half here at Eagleton. Opening night for the Bobcats. We didn't get a chance to go over the schedule this year for the Bobcats. I thought I had it, but I may have just either way around. Tonight's game, we're at Eagleton, and we'll talk about next week's game later on in the broadcast. Don't want to get ahead of ourselves, but so the Royals are going to line up for their first kickoff tonight. So this will be, this is their first kickoff, right? Yeah, they haven't scored, have they? Well, they scored there. So it looks like not really sure what's going on here. I'm assuming they're going to assess the penalty from the unsportsmanlike conduct, but the refs must just forgot about it. They were I thought, anyway. It's usually how those things go. Biggs is over there. He needs an explanation of what the heck we're doing here. We got 2 footballs on the field. So, yes, they're going to assess this penalty here after they do some clarification. I don't know where he's going. Where's he going with it? Is it?
We got a flag just randomly?
Yeah, I don't know where I've never seen a kickoff start at the opposing 30-yard line. We got a unsportsmanlike conduct against the Bobcats. It seems like there's a little bit of confusion and misunderstanding here by the referees. I mean, that is a 10, 20, that's a 30-yard penalty. I mean, I don't even know why you kick the darn ball at this point. I believe this is the first for me, and I've been watching and calling football for a long time. I don't know if I've ever seen anybody kick off from the opposing team's 30-yard line. There are several Bobcat coaches over there that and we're going to
count more. We're counting more.
Yeah, I guess we're just going to we're going to put another 15 on it. So this ball is going to be kicked off from the Bobcat 15-yard line. I mean, heck.
I mean, do they even know?
Yeah, I don't know.
We don't know what's going on. I don't think neither do the.
No, I've like I said, I've watched a lot of football. Obviously, the rules change every year, and I'm not in rules meetings, but this is not anything associated with it.
I'm waiting on him to kick a field goal now.
I mean, he can kick it in that ambulance down there for all I know, but so it looks like the Bobcats want to call timeout here and maybe talk about this. There's nothing really to talk about other than just calming the players down and helping them. We got a little emotions here going on. We need to settle it down. So we got 1:25 left in the first half here. I imagine this kick's going to sail down to about Heritage or Maryville somewhere.
I guess
don't know
what you really need to do is you just need to guard for that onside kick because that's about the only thing you can do.
Well,
right now.
I think that maybe, yeah, you're right. I think that's why they call timeout. Watch out for a little flopper kick here because this would be rough. So you got to get your hands team in there most likely because, I mean, you don't need a return team at this point. Eagleton, I would imagine you're right, Seal. I think them being down 24-6, they don't have a whole lot to lose. Nothing to gain here, even if they don't get it. The Bobcats the ball's got to go 10 yards. So remember that. It's got to go 10. So it's got to travel to the 5-yard line. And as far as I can remember, you can't advance it, but you can recover it wherever it's at. So yes, that's exactly what the Royals are going to do. They're going to line up here as an onside kick. They're trying to kick it towards their sidelines. The Bobcats got the hands team in here, and we're not, they're just going to kick it out of bounds. So that was,
So the kick from the 15 out of bounds, we're going to move it back to the 20.
Yeah, we're going to get the ball at the 20. So, okay. I'm not going to question the Royals coaching or the Bobcat coaching, but that seemed a little odd. That'll be interesting conversation the rest of the week. If anybody's ever seen that, please comment on there. If you've ever seen anything like that in football, high school football anyway. So either way around, the Bobcats set up. They're 4 wide. Bokey's in the shotgun. And looks like he's going to change the play a little bit, or we'll see what happens here. Bokey's going to throw. He's going to pump it. He's got a man right there, Jordan Gray.
Gray's got it with a nice catch.
Gray caught it right there. I was waiting on a pass interference penalty, but Jordan Gray with a spectacular catch. And it's going to be spotted at the Eagleton 42-yard line. Bobcats are rolling here.
Eagleton really scrambling, trying to figure out what to do.
Bokey rolls out to the left. He's got blockers. He zips the ball over to
nice
Eddings.
Catch by Eddings.
Yes, sir. Eddings gets out of bounds, stops the clock. 1st and 10 for the Bobcats.
59 seconds left on the clock for Biggs to work with.
Yes, we're in 2 minute. We're in two minute offense right here. We're driving the ball and just saying, hey, you should have kicked an onside kick there because we're going to take it down here and try to put 6 more in your throat. And
Eagleton with no timeouts, and there was a lot of confusion by them on that defense.
so they got Gray over here, a little bit of penetration. Bokey's just going to get rid of it. There was a man in the area, Eddings over there, so that ball's going to fall incomplete. It's going to be 2nd and 10 for the Bobcats.
We only lost 5 seconds off the clock there.
So not terrible there. Either way around, another first down. I'll tell you what, I'm confident we're in field goal range here. We may be now close.
I'd feel about another 5 yards. I'd be really comfortable.
Yeah, another 5 or 10 yards. We could sneak away with 3 here when the game looked kind of weird there with all those crazy penalties. But Bobcats wide. We got a swing pass over here to Hammock. He's got some grip issues. He's driving. He's hard. Hammock's a hard-nosed ball player. He's not going to go down with one tackle. So
took about 6 of them.
Took about 6 Royals. The Bobcats are going to call timeout here.
Biggs will call that with 39 seconds left.
39 seconds. So it looks like it's going to be about a loss of about 7. So it's going to bring up about 3rd and 17 for the Bobcats here. So after the Bobcat timeout, Coach Kelly and Coach Biggs and the offensive coaches talk about it here, try to get something drawn up. The refs are getting watered up. The ball's going to be placed at the Royals' 38-yard line. It'll be 3rd and about 16, 17 for the Bobcats. Bokey's going to be in shotgun. We got Gray over here on the left. We got twin receivers up on the right. And he's got split backs to either side of him. He's got Jet and Hammock. So the Royals about have to respect the run here, but we've done some passes. It looks like they're going to be coming, pin their ears back here. Quick pass to Gray. Gray is brought down.
He's going to get brought down about the 29-yard line.
So
clock is running, 32 seconds
clock
left.
is running, but here comes the field goal team. And it looks like we're going to have
Bokey on it.
Yes, Bokey. So we're going to have Reynolds on the snap, Eddings on the hold, Bokey for the field goal attempt here at about the 36-yard line. And the Bobcats are going to run the clock down here enough to where the Royals don't get it. Bokey's snap was good, hold was good. Looked like Bokey just missed it. They got to go get on it. And hold up. The Bobcats did recover. So
I don't think the officials know.
They're going to have to talk about this because somebody, whatever decision's made, somebody's not going to be happy about it. So it looks like this might end the game. Or in the first half, I'm sorry, yeah. That was a weird series. That whole last 3 minutes of this second quarter has been some of the weirdest football that I have seen.
Biggs out there, he wants an explanation.
Biggs needs someone to tell him what the decision of that was, why. And I don't know if they've got the answer he wants to hear. I'm sure they don't. And they still don't. He's still talking, and I don't blame him. I mean, these guys know football, and there's no so yeah. Either way around, that's the end of your first half. Bobcats are up 24-6. We're going to take a quick 5-minute break here. We're going to let you watch the Auburn Springs High School Bobcat Marching Band here. We don't have any sound or anything, so sit back and enjoy the band. Obviously, we'll be back in about 10 minutes. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we hope you've enjoyed watching the band. I don't think you can hear it. I know you can't. But hopefully you can see that gorgeous sunset off to our east. We're looking to the east here at Eagleton, but Mother Nature's taking care of things tonight here on Friday Night Lights. We did want to come back on the air for you guys. Wanted to give you CL's going to run down some scores of interest. We're pulling all our information off Coach T, so some of the stuff's not updated, but he's going to roll through and give you some scores of interest if you're interested in that.
We got Lookout Valley leading Sunbright 7-0 in the first quarter. A lot of eyes on this game. Maryville versus Alcoa. Maryville currently leads Alcoa 14-7. That is also in the second quarter.
That's one of our pick'em games tonight.
Gordonsville and Coalfield. Gordonsville in the first quarter, 7-6. Don't know how accurate that is at this point.
Yeah, just a quick reminder on the scores. You know, we started a half hour early here in Knox County. I think that's their start time, 7. But, hey, let's roll Gordonsville.
Carnes trailing Hardin Valley in the first quarter, 8-6. We do not have a score update for Harriman and Kingston. Cloudland, Midway and Cloudland, 14-8. Midway leading that in the first quarter. Rockwood, Oneida. Rockwood is handling Oneida also in the second quarter, 14-0.
Both of those games are pick'em games for us this week.
Anderson County at Powell. Anderson County leading 18-0, and looks like they just started the second quarter. Sequoia and Sweetwater, 36-7. Sweetwater, 6:23 left in the second quarter. Greenback, Tellico Plains. Tellico Plains, we played them in a scrimmage. They are leading Greenback 16-0. Also,
interesting.
this is one I'm surprised with. William Blunt over Loudon right now, 28-0.
Yeah.
Lenore City over Campbell County right now in the second quarter, 15-7.
15-7. All right. So we'll try to keep you updated here on some of the games. Obviously, you guys at home, you have more access than we do. We're trying to stay focused here, and I will say we went down and took us a quick break and had the opportunity to read some of y'all's feedback. I appreciate the positive and the negative feedback. I do want to personally apologize for the cameras. I'm doing my best here. We have a 3-camera setup, and sometimes I get a little excited. The purple blood gets to boiling, and I forget to flip the camera. So I promise you, as the season progresses, just like this football team, we're going to get better. But just bear with us. But also, we appreciate the feedback. I mean, we take it with a grain of salt, and we roll with it. We're going to get better. I promise you. We're just learning as we go. So bear with us. Keep giving us feedback. We obviously, I just want you to know that this is a free service we provide to everyone for anyone that wants to watch. But mainly, our focus is the Bobcat community. Following your son, your grandson, your nephew, whatever, however, even if you're alumni and you just want to see what's going on, that's our intentions for TTSN, is to keep you updated on all Bobcat sports as we go through the season. We plan on doing we talked to the volleyball coach, Coach Denham, last night after the middle school game, and we promised her we were going to get down there and do a game for them. Just got to make sure with the timing's right. We're going to do as many middle school games as we can. We will live stream the home middle school games, but the away games might be a little bit different. We're going to try our best to get to every one of them. And there may be even some situations we get down the road here in the high school and the middle school situations, but that we may not have enough cellular signal, because that's what we're running this system off of. We may not be able to live stream you video feed, but we're going to give you a play-by-play radio-style broadcasting if we're not able to do that. Fortunately, we're over here in Blount County. We're getting great cell signal, so I hope everything's coming out clarity at home. Give us some feedback on that if you're on YouTube or our Facebook. Tell us what it looks like. like I said, I'm up here running the cameras, and I get a little excited trying to call the play, and I forget we got cameras. So
It's kind of interesting seeing who we got watching. I know Todd Miller out of Texas said hello.
Todd's awesome. Todd and I graduated together in class of '96. We had some success at the football level. Todd's an awesome dude.
So if you're living out of state and you're tuning in to watch us and listen to us and support what we're doing, just let us know where you're from.
Obviously, yeah, that's awesome. And we are, I don't know if you're on the TikTok platform, but we are TikTok live, and our camera is facing pretty much just me and CL. We're going to try that out and see how that works this year. Once again, we're not taking we're doing this all off of love of the Bobcats and the sports that they do. We're not trying to gain any monetary value out of this. Hopefully down the road, if we prove that we can do things the right way in a professional manner and get this camera situation straightened out for you, we're gonna continue bringing you broadcasts. We don't have a whole lot of limitations during the regular season. TSSAA doesn't really regulate those things. But when it comes to playoff time, that's when you got to open up your pocketbook a little bit to be able to live stream games, as we know that you got to pay for those things, and obviously we're having fun. I'm having fun. We're learning, doing a lot of things. So
as we're getting ready to start the second half, Mitch, what's some of your thoughts on the first half?
First half. So I'll start at the first. Obviously, the Bobcats went 3 and out. I can't recall the game, but Eagleton had a couple of rough first series there. The Bobcat defense had their number. Eagleton hasn't really had a whole lot of opportunities. We've gave them their opportunities. They have had some good passes and some good runs that's got them 10, 15, 20 yards. But the Bobcats the defense kind of steps itself up there. So the offense is looking pretty good.
That defense is swarming to the ball.
Defense is swarming. We got a lot of quick players. I think Bokey's throwing the ball well. His wide receivers are there. They've caught it. I haven't seen a drop pass yet. So we're getting ready to start the second half here, and the Bobcats will receive.
Just to remind anybody that is just joining us, the Bobcats are leading going into the second half 24-6.
So we got back deep for the Bobcats, Jackson Jett and Jordan Gray. Eagleton's going to put toe to leather, and it looks like Gray is going to pick this one up at about the 9-yard line. Gray's going to get a little tripped up here. He's going to get outside, and we got a little referee laundry on the field here. It's going to be holding against the Bobcats. So looks like Gray's return will be hampered by a holding call. The call is going to be spotted looks like the holding happened at about the 22-yard line, and they'll mark it off from there. So it'll probably be 1st and 10 for the Bobcats at about the 12-yard line.
We're going to start at the 11, Mitch. Looks like that's where they're
11.
going to put the ball.
Okay.
And let's see what Bokey and the offense can start going this second half.
Bokey in the shotgun is going to hand off to – nope, he passes. He holds the ball. He dumps it out to Jett. Jett is going to meet a Royal at about the 20-yard line, and he's going to drive it 2 more.
That'll be a Bobcat first down. Move them chains, keep them chains moving.
Pass of about 12 yards there. Bokey to Jett. I'll get that straightened out by about week 6. But, yeah, so good start right there. Hand off to Hammock. No, that was Jet. Really good run right there, hard run. He's going to get about 5. So it's going to bring up 2nd and 4 for the Bobcats. Okie fakes hands off. He's going to throw it out here to Gray. And they're going to call that one incomplete. So it's going to be 3rd and about a long, well, let's call it 5. 3rd and 5 for the Bobcats at their own 29-yard line. So we're going to go trips to the left, single up top. That's Gray. Bokey in the shotgun. Here comes a man loose. Bokey's going to get loose. He's going to tuck the ball. He's going to try to just throw it to Eddings.
Eddings with a nice catch.
Eddings is still bouncing off Royals.
And we got some more laundry on the field from Mr. Official.
Man. Great way to improvise there by Liam Bokey. Eddings broke off of his route and cut it back to the middle, and Bokey hit him on a dart. And Eddings made a few players miss, but it looks like it's going to be – was that a holding call? I missed a call from the Mr. White Hat there. So it's going to be a – since he got enough for the first down, it's going to be blocking the back against the Bobcats. So they're going to mark the penalty from about the 37-yard line. So they're going to mark it back there. So it's going to be 3rd and about 5. Again for the Bobcats, so after the Royals take the penalty. So we got another whistle here. Nope. It's like Bokey is looking over to Kelly for the call. Bokey's going to fake the handoff, quick hitch pass to Jordan Gray, and he steps out of bounds.
I think he'll be about 1 yard short there, Mitch.
Yeah, he's out of bounds at about the 32-yard line. So let's see how aggressive the Bobcats are going to be here, and I like it. We're going to line up here, and we're going to play football. And look at here.
Surprise, surprise.
We got a flag on the play, and it looks like they're going to call a little false start against the Bobcats. So that's going to walk us back 5. As we said in the pregame, we have a young but talented offensive line. So that was obviously a quick call decision there. So a lot of them had to line up and get ready. So now Biggs rolls out the punt team. So I didn't catch. Looks like Bokey is back to punt for the Bobcats. Reynolds snaps it. Bokey gets a foot on this one, and it goes over the Royal.
It's going to go down. All the way to the 10-yard line where Jet will down it.
That was about a 60 or 70-yard punt after the bounce and everything. The ball, original line of scrimmage, was at about the 24-yard line or something. He punted it plumb over. Sorry for the camera. He punted it plumb over the Eagleton player. And so big-time field position flip there. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Royals at their own 10-yard line after the beautiful, amazing punt by Bokey. So let's see if we got the defense coached up here a little bit at halftime. Royals are going to hand it off. Gray is there. And appears to be Jet or Hammock. Is Hammock on the tackle. So about a 4-yard gain. Second, looks like it's going to bring up second along 5 or 6 for the Royals. So Hammock came from all the way on that weak side linebacker or the strong side linebacker side. He came all the way over here to make that play. So oh, nice play right there. That's Hammock. Hammock's in the backfield, causing all kinds of problems for the Royals. So
he was back there so quick, Mitch. It's like quarterback for Eagleton got it, and next thing you know, he sees Hammock.
Yeah, he didn't. He handed the ball off. Looks like it's going to be about a loss of 3. So it's going to bring up 3rd and 7 for the Royals. Royals quarterback's going to roll out to his left. He's going to throw a long play over here. Ball is bouncing all over. Looks like Jackson Jett come up there.
He about got that one.
He did. He was really close, Jett was. So he come up there and knocked that ball down. And it will bring up 4th and 7 for the Royals. So they run out. They're going to trot out their punt team here. Looks like the punter's going to be standing right at his own goal line. So Bobcats look like they have the return on.
Let's see if they punt it straight to Jet.
They do right here, Jet. Snap is good. Oh, it's blocked. It's blocked.
Blocked by Cameron.
Blocked by Wesley Cameron. And the ball is going to be recovered. And it's going to be on the 1-yard line. Wesley Cameron, what a play right there.
He's been in the backfield all night, and he got that one.
What a play. Big paw. He got his big paw in the air and said, let me knock this ball down for you. And the block punt is going to be recovered at the 1-yard line. Bobcats 1st and goal from the 1. So excellent job on the special teams unit there. We'll give out a shout out our big supporter, Coach Kegley. He's a special teams guy. So we're going to run out a lineman here. We're going to go heavy.
I'm going to go wishbone, ain't we?
Little wishbone power eye look right here.
Oh, big Dalton Reynolds there.
Dalton gets the handoff. Is he in?
I think he will be just a little bit short there,
Just
Mitch.
short.
They're trying to run one in, run a play. They're trying to run somebody in, get it off.
Yep. Another play to Reynolds, and there's a second push there, and it looks like the line judge over there is going to call it forward motion's just a little short there. So we're at 3rd and goal here for the Bobcats. We've tried 2 punch-in runs from Reynolds. We got to get some big push in the middle here, and we're going to get a sweep to
Over
Jet.
to Jet, and Jet's going to take it all the way in.
Jackson Jet says, I'll put a little fuel in your fire. I'm going to run it in. Touchdown, Bobcats. Number 3, Jackson Jet with a 1-yard run. So big turn of events right there. The block punt by Wesley Cameron set us up great there. We took us 3 plays to get it in, but Reynolds on the snap, Eddings on the hold. Goodman's extra point is good.
brings your score to 31-6. Your Bobcats on top with 7:24 left here in the third quarter.
Yeah, so
Great start.
great start there. I was curious. I'm standing here watching that lightning. I don't know how close it is, but it ain't evidently it's not close enough to shut us down. But
Well, the Storm did roll into town tonight with the Bobcats.
the Bobcats brought the storm with them. 31-6 right now. About halfway through this third quarter.
Hey, in that wishbone, I don't know what Jet's job is on the gut, but he stood there flat-footed the entire way. Did like
So it looks like we are going to line up to kick off here. It looks like that's going to be Bokey. Liam Bokey's going to set the ball down, put toe to leather here. Bokey gets a good kick. It's fielded at about the 12-yard line by the Royals. And the Bobcats are there, and a little bit of effort by the Royals, and they get the ball out to about the 30.
They're going to put it at the 34-yard line. I believe that's where Cope got to for the Royals.
So 34-yard line is where the Royals will start first and 10. Looks like we got some late Bobcats coming in here. Swing pass out to number 5 of the Royals. Sure did look like a block in the back over there, and that's what it's going to be. I seen the flag come out late right there.
Yeah, Mitch, that's coming back.
Yeah. Was that Eddings over there on that corner? I believe it was, yeah. So the Royals are going to negate a pretty decent run with a block in the back. Or maybe they're going to call holding here. I don't know. It looked more like blocking the back to me. Yeah, it was. Blocking the back. So that's going to walk it back from the spot of the foul, and it's going to be first and about 20
Yeah, first and 20.
for the Royals. Royals in a shotgun set, drops back to throw. Quick pass over there. Looks like number 22, Trey Davis, is in there. It's going to be second and 20 for the Royals. Royals back to pass. They're going to throw it down the seam here.
That's going to be incomplete there, Mitch, to number 6, Wyatt Madison.
So pass was a little bit behind him. Jet was there either way around. If he caught it, Jet was going to make him.
He wasn't going nowhere if he did catch it.
Jet was going to make him talk about his sins about it. So it's going to be third and 20 for the Royals here. And they are lining up in a tight formation of 4 wide receivers. And they drop back, and they're going to fire it long, and that's going to be
intercepted by Jet.
Jackson Jet on the interception.
Jet's going to break it down. I think he's going to go all the way, Mitch.
Jackson Jet.
All the way in for a Bobcat touchdown.
Number 3, Jackson Jet. Great play right there by Jet. Went up and got it. Took it away. The Royals just kind of threw it up there. And they don't know Jackson Jet. If there's a ball in the air, that kid's running, and he's going to go find it. And
If they didn't know who Jackson Jet was, they know who he is now.
yeah, he's having a heck of a game tonight. So Reynolds on the snap. Headings to hold. Goodman for the extra point attempt, and it is up and right down the pipe.
That brings your score 38-6 with 6:27 left in the third quarter. Your Bobcats on top.
So 2 big plays there on defense in this half so far. Our special teams came through with a big block right there. We recovered it on the big punt block right there. We covered it on the one. We punch it in. Eagleton gets the ball back, and they throw up a little bit of a icing on the cake there. Jackson Jet goes and gets it, and he takes it. Pick 6. I think that was about a 40-yard interception return, somewhere around in there, 40, 45. So
Goodman on to kick for the Bobcats. Number 12, Cope, back to receive for Eagleton. Well, he's the deepest one of them. They are running a weird top triangle circle.
I've never seen that formation in a kickoff return before, but Goodman gets a good foot on it. It's fielded at about the 10 by the Royals, and he's going to dance around over there. He breaks one tackle, but there's plenty of other Bobcats there to put a little purple paint on that white helmet for the Royals.
Looks like he'll get it out to the 33 there, Mitch.
33 it'll be 1st and 10 for the Royals at about the 33-yard line. So the Royals are going to come back on offense here after the Jackson Jet pick 6. And Jet's still there hunting. Eagleton pass falls incomplete. Second and 10 for the Royals at the 31-yard line. I think they ended up spotting it at the 31. So refereeing crew's been a little bit spazzy tonight, in my opinion, but I can stand up here and judge them all day long and armchair quarterback them, but they're down there doing their job. Second and 10 for the Royals at the 31-yard line in a shotgun formation. And they are trying to throw the long ball here, and it's going to fall incomplete. Number 2, Trey Davis was there.
Cope just couldn't hold on to it.
No, he had Trey beat a little bit, but Davis made a good attempt to get back there. The ball was a little underthrown, but still it's going to bring up third down. 3rd and 10 for the Royals. Royals back to pass. He's got a little bit of time now. Here comes Rodney Jones is loose.
Enters.
Number 9.
Oh, Kraft had it.
Javen Kraft was there. So Good defensive series there by the Bobcats. The Royals are going to go 3 and out. They're going to bring out their punt unit. Last time they were out there, we got one. Wesley Cameron got back there and got it blocked. So the Royals are.
I think we're in a running clock situation at this point, ain't we, Mitch?
We should be. I think it's 24 points. I'm not quite sure. And the Royals are going to call timeout. It didn't look like they had any. They were missing a few players there. There were a few players waving at them and stuff and trying to get some players out there. So a little confusion on them. So they're going to call timeout.
2:57 left here in the third quarter.
2:57 in the third quarter. So got any scores, any
Couple
updates?
of scores of interest. We got Alcoa now on top of Maryville, 21-14.
Those are tornado storming in Alcoa.
Coalfield at halftime has took the lead over Gordonsville, 12-7.
That sounds like a defensive struggle there.
I have no score. Actually, Kingston and Harriman looks like they're in a weather delay.
Oh, okay, interesting.
Midway is on top of Cloudland, 14-8.
So the snap by Eagleton here. And Gray fumbles the punt, muffs it up a little bit. I think he got back on it. Yeah, they're gonna call it Bobcat football. So Gray got back on it. Had a little trouble fielding it there. Either way around, it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Bobcats at the 30-yard line.
2:30 left in the third quarter with a rolling clock.
Rolling clock. We're here 38-6. Bobcats are going to pull it in here in a little bit of a tighter formation than they have tonight. Handoff to Hammock. And that young man just runs the ball hard.
He's about got an 8-yard gain on that, Mitch.
Yeah, so.
One person is not taking that boy down.
I don't think so. He looks like he's put on a little bit of meat in the off season. Last year he did a great job coming in and subbing for Mason Day. Hammock did, and so he definitely looks a little bit stronger, a little bit quicker, running the ball with a little bit more attitude. They're going to hand it to him again.
He'll gain about 1 on that play.
Yeah, he looks like he's got a little footing problem there on the turf here at Eagleton.
I've noticed a couple of players have been having some.
I think this is the only game we'll play on turf unless we get to the playoffs. Everywhere else we go is going to be a natural surface. So this is kind of unnormal for the Bobcats. We don't play on turf very much.
We're just waiting for our lights.
We need our fancy lights. If anybody out there, either way around, DJ Brittenfield's going to be lit next week when Kingston comes to town. That's going to be the end of the third quarter.
Your score?
Is it timeout or end of the third?
It's a timeout, Mitch.
Timeout, okay. So the Bobcats.
44 seconds left in the third quarter.
So the Bobcats are going to call timeout here.
I'll run through some more scores of interest. We got Sell Creek leading Wartburg 12-0. William Blunt handling Loudon pretty well. Fourth quarter 42-0.
Probably some mad Redskins in Loudon tonight.
No, I got a couple of co-workers that probably ain't happy.
Yeah. Well, we didn't mention in the broadcast when we start, but Protomet's a big supporter of a lot of high school sports, and especially the Bobcats over the years. And we have facilities in Loudon, we have a facility in Rockwood, and we have a facility in Oak Ridge. So CL and I frequently, CL's more at Loudon than I am, but A lot of Loudon supporters down there. So if you're watching, we're supporting you, but we don't bleed red. We bleed purple.
I only know 2 colors, and that's purple and gold.
Purple and gold. So we're going to come out of the Bobcat timeout here. It's going to be 3rd and 1 for the Bobcats. And we are in a true fullback form, and Hammock's going to get the handoff.
Looks like he's just going to be just short there, Mitch.
Yeah. Well, the ref is stopping the clock. That usually signals a first down. They're going to give him a first down. Yeah, the chain.
Well,
yeah, the official over there, he's pulling the chains, and the chains are like, I don't think he got it, but you can't override the official. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Bobcats at the 40-yard line.
I think Biggs is going to take this to the 4th quarter.
Yeah, most likely, I would assume. I don't know what.
We got it's 3 seconds.
Yeah, we're gonna. So that's going to be the end of the 3rd quarter here at Eagleton.
Your Bobcats over the Eagleton Royals, 38-6. So
we put 2 touchdowns on them on there in the 3rd quarter. We had a block punt that set us up at the 1-yard line. We punched it in 3 plays later. And then if you're just tuning in, Jackson Jett house called an interception, a pick 6.
Very big play.
Very big play. We know that young man. He's going to do that. He's going to do that again this year.
He said it last week on the coaches show or the Exigent Sports.
Yeah. That was a very good coaches show. I tuned in Saturday morning. BBB and DJ do a good job there. They're doing a lot of supporting for us. We want to support them. I'm actually interested in the kickoff show tonight, or the call-in show. So,
like you said, I don't know how far this Lightning's away.
Yeah, I don't. It seems like it may be getting a tad bit closer. Let's just get out of here and take this. See if we can get this W and get out of here and get ready.
It's so fitting, the Lightning and the Storms over the Bobcat sideline.
Yeah. So it's going to be, we start the 4th quarter here. The Bobcats are going to have 1st and 10 from the 40-yard line. They're going to hand off to Hammock.
Looks like he'll get a 3-yard gain there.
3-yard gain by Hammock. He's going 2nd and 7 for the Bobcats. Hammock just runs the ball hard. I'm a grown man. I don't know if I'd want to tackle him.
Well, if you wear that 0 after watching Mason Day last year,
you got to bring that type of energy with it. Day carried that number for all 4 years. Well, I don't know if he carried it for all 4 years, but he ran so hard. Bokey back deep. He's going to throw it up and into double coverage, intended for Gray.
Gray looks like
There was a little bit of contact there. I don't know if it warranted pass interference or not, but Gray
looks like he's just cramped up there, Mitch.
Yeah, interesting there. Coach Kelly and Coach Biggs says, let's throw one up. See if you're still playing football, Eagleton.
One of our viewers says Lenore City is 36 over Campbell. Lenore City is leading Campbell County 36-7 at the end of the 3rd quarter.
Okay. The Panthers of Lenore City. We do have some people that work at the Loudon facility that are Panthers fans. Is it Panthers? It is Panthers, ain't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just like the hate between Loudon and
Lenore
City. Like they really, it's all. I mean, it's just the same as Oliver Springs.
Oliver Springs and Coalfield. Yeah.
Coalfield.
We got families in both communities, but we'll worry about Coalfield week 10. We got 9 more weeks to get to there. Got a lot of football to be played. We got some good games that's going to happen. This region that Oliver Springs plays in is tough. And, with 8 teams in the region, including Oliver Springs, Oliver Springs only gets 3 non-region games. Eagleton's one of them. Bokey's going to roll out to his right, and he's going to throw it. It's going to come up short, intended for Sieber. That's going to bring up 4th and 7 for the Bobcats. But the Bobcats playing this Region 2 Single A. You got some really tough teams in there, especially with Wartburg moving down. But every week.
Every week means something almost.
Every week means something. The non-region schedule for the Bobcats this year is obviously Eagleton here. We play Kingston next week, and then we'll play Oneida in a few weeks, and then it's all region football from there. Bobcats back to punt. That was Bokey. Nails another one. This one's going to be returned by the Royals, and it looks like they're going to run him out of bounds right there.
Matatosian ran out of bounds around the 37-yard line by the Bobcats.
It's going to be 1st and 10 right there for the Royals. The clock is still running, right?
10 minutes left, Mitch, here in the fourth quarter.
10 minutes, so fourth quarter. Royals still set up their trips to the left here. I see some young jerseys in here for the Bobcats, so we're going to try to catch some of those numbers here. And here is, looks like Richardson came up and made the initial hit, and then we got a swarm of young Bobcats here, number 12.
Nathan Jones, Cooper Jones on the tackle.
Yeah, so.
I didn't quite get the last person that got in.
Yeah, we've got some young jerseys in here, which is great. This is what you want to do as a small program. You want to try to boat race some teams and get some of these young kids in here underneath the lights and play. Eagleton's back, going to throw it, and he
thought
looked like
Trey Davis about had that one.
Yeah, it was close. The Royals quarterback, he had the wide receiver. He just throwed the ball not his way. But Trey was there, just over his head a little bit. And we got some. So, yeah, it's it's going to bring up 3rd and 1 for the Royals here.
8:20 on the clock running. At
about the 46-yard line. And they are going to go tight with 4 wide receivers, 1 running back. Quarterback's in a shotgun set. He's going to hand off, and he gets the first down. Good tackle, good shoestring tackle there by, I think that was Trey Davis again, number 2. The Royals did get a first down, but a really good tackle there by Trey. He just, I think if he had missed it, we might have had a problem there, but Royals quarterback rolls out to his left, makes a quick hitched play, complete to Lewis, tackled by number 4 Richardson and number 25. There is a flag on the play. 25 is
Bryson Stratton.
I
think we might have a horse collar.
Yeah, officials are going to talk about it. They want to make sure they get it right here while they're running clock. I don't know. Let's see what he calls. They're going to wave this baby off. So, no flag on the play. First and 10 for the Royals at the 32-yard line. Number 7 back deep. He's throwing, and Richardson come up and made some contact there. The ball wasn't really catchable, but he come up and made some contact just to let him know that we're still playing football. But I believe that's going to be a PI on the Bobcats. Yep, that's exactly what they call. So
Fresh set of downs for the Royals, 38-6 Bobcats with 6:53 with a running clock.
handoff to number 5 for the Royals. Tackle by number 32, Bear Lively, and cleaned up by a few more other Bobcats, but it looks like he's going to get about 8-9 yards on that. So it's going to bring up 2nd and 2 for the Royals at the 13-yard line. So Bobcats got a little pride here, try to keep the Royals out of the end zone. But we do have a lot of fresh jerseys in there. Royals pass is complete in the middle there. Number 2, he squirts loose. Number 12, apologies. Number 12 for the Royals is in for the Royals touchdown. So we're here at 38-12. The Royals are going to line up for the extra point attempt. Snap is low. Hold was never there. And the Bobcats are there to tackle the kicker, number 1. Colton Cody's back there, makes a good play.
Bobcats still on top of the Eagleton Royals, 38-12 with 6:04 remaining in the fourth quarter.
Got any score updates?
Alcoa still leading Maryville 21-14 in the fourth quarter. We have really no updates in the Lookout Valley Sunbright game. Don't look like an update from Coalfield, but they are still on top of Gordonsville 12-7. Hardin Valley over Carnes in second quarter, 31-12. Kingston, of course, and the Harriman game are, look, it has been canceled.
Kingston Harriman?
Due to weather.
So they are, I don't know, it'd be interesting to see what that happens. They may play that tomorrow. They got to get it in. I would assume they're going to try to play that tomorrow. So the Royals, after the touchdown, are going to line up here for the kickoff. They've spotted the ball on the right hash, and they're going to kick it down, and it's going to be returned by Gray. And he is going to be brought down at about the 22-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10 for the Bobcats. I imagine we're just going to try to get the clock done and let's get out of Blount County.
Another score of interest on one of our pick'em games. Rockwood's leading Oneida, I believe in the third quarter, 14-0.
It's hard to believe that I think Rockwood is at home tonight. Pretty sure. No, Rockwood traveled to Oneida. I was a little confused there. Harriman and Kingston on the weather delay, and the Rockwood's not because they're only about 7-8 miles apart. But anyway, we got a fresh quarterback in here, number 4, Richardson. He gets a bad snap, and he's going to get it off to Carson. I think that's Carson Sieber, maybe? Yep, Carson Sieber. So Richardson did a little improvising there. Coming in at quarterback. Gets a pass off to Seaver. Gets about 9. Yeah, he gets about 9. It's going to bring up, well, it's about 8. So 2nd and 2 for the Bobcats. We got a fresh quarterback in here, Eli Richardson, number 4. So just like defense, the Bobcats are running in some extra. So we've got some couple snaps there that has been low. So obviously we got a new snapper in there.
But it's all valuable game experience for these youngsters.
Absolutely. You gotta. This is these kids are.
I mean, they're playing up against the first string from Eagleton, so
Yeah,
they are getting valuable varsity experience.
Yeah, I don't see any backup players in for Eagleton. Maybe a couple here and there, but the Bobcats either way around is going to be 3rd and 7 after that low snap. Good snap there by the Bobcats, but Richardson on a designed run is going to take a loss, and it's going to be about 4th and 10. Clock still running.
4:30 left here in the 4th quarter there.
4 minutes and 30 seconds left, and it's ticking quickly. Bobcats are going to line up in the punt formation here. It looks like Bokey is back to punt. He's had 3 excellent punts tonight. Gets a nice high hanging ball. That one, I don't know, we'll play it back, but that ball had to go 60 yards, his first punt. And Bokey gets the foot on it here, and this one's going to be another one, and it's just going to bounce even further. And it's going to be down at about the Eagleton 19-yard line. So Bokey with about another 60, 70-yard, or I don't know, he kicked it from the 20. So it's about a 50, 60-yard punt there. So
I believe it. About 60 yards there, I think, Mitch.
yeah. So Bokey's punt average tonight's going to be, it might be tops in the state come Monday morning. So Eagleton's going to have 1st and 10 from the 19-yard line. Once again, it's 38-12. Bobcats got a lot of fresh jerseys in here, getting some valuable playing time for these younger kids. We played a lot of younger kids, but these are your backups. These are the kids that are one snap away from playing in regular games. I see a lot of them talking. That's positive. I see a lot of them talking to each other, so they're obviously communicating. Talking, say, hey, I got him, and so that's good to see from the young groups. Eagleton 2nd and 8, or 2nd and 2, and they throw a little screen pass out there, and he dances and he gets loose, and that young man is quick as a hiccup. And he's going to get loose. And Eagleton's going to punch that in for a touchdown. He made a couple of really good football moves there and took off down the sidelines. Once again, the Bobcats have some young talent in there. So that's going to take us to (38-18). I'm assuming the clock's still running. I can't quite see the scoreboard
It is
from here.
not running right now.
Not running, so
2:57 left here in the 4th quarter.
So we jump off sides there. Bobcats did. Going to be a half the distance to the goal penalty. And Eagleton's going to say, hey, let's go for 2. You know, it's a yard and a half. If you've got football mentality, you feel like you can always get a yard and a half. That don't always happen. They ain't played the Bobcats before. This is the first meeting for the Bobcats in Eagleton. Obviously, at the pregame show, we said that Eagleton, this is their 3rd season fielding a football team. So they're a young program with a magnificent facility here. So they still trying to get their feet under them. This is the 100th season of Bobcat football. So big contrast in playing. You got 100 years versus 3. So
real good atmosphere tonight over here at Eagleton.
yeah.
Good turnout of Bobcat fans.
Yeah, we haven't talked about that tonight. Eagleton got a pretty good size visiting section over there. Lots of purple and gold over there. Lots of supporters out here. We know how that works in this community. This community always gets behind the Bobcat sports, especially football, this time of year. And it's week 0, week 1, or whatever it is. It's the first game. So they a lot of excitement. We've all been ready for football since baseball stopped. So Eagleton's going to line up here for the 2-point conversion. And they're going to throw it up in the back of the end zone, and it is complete. So the 2-point conversion is good.
Your score with 2:57 left here in the 4th quarter, your Bobcats 38, Eagleton 20.
So the Bobcats are up by 18 here with a couple minutes left in this game. I think Biggs is I see some starters back in there. He's going to tell the starters, let's finish this. Let's get on the bus, and let's get the heck out of here, and let's go get ready for Kingston. If Kingston is under a weather delay, I would assume that game is going to play tomorrow, and we'll take the advantage of them having a shorter turnaround time of 1 day. It may not sound like a lot, but it is when it comes to football. We know that Harriman-Kingston game may be physical. That may give me an opportunity to go watch it tomorrow. We don't get a whole lot of opportunity to get out and see anything other than Bobcat football. So Eagleton's going to line up here for the kickoff. They appear that they might try an onside kick. They're heavy loaded to their side, and that's what it appears. We got an onside kickoff attempt here, and he gets and it bounces off of the Eagleton player, and they get it.
Eagleton is going to get it.
And it bounced off 78, and Dalton Reynolds, 71, dove in there to try to get it, and Eagleton just wanted it a little bit more. So we're
starters back in the game for the Bobcats.
Yeah, so here comes some sweaty jerseys back out. They thought they were done tonight, but Coach X and Coach Hill says, get your butt back out there. Let's finish this darn game and let's get out of here. Eagleton dropped back to pass. They're trying to go deep. They can't find anybody. He's got all kinds of time, and he's going to get a pass complete there to number 8. Tackled by number 4, Richardson of the Bobcats. So Eagleton's got a little wind in their sails here. I don't know if they got any opportunities, but they got a roll.
Can you clarify? I thought once we had a running clock, the clock stayed running.
He's trying to wind it here. We ain't, but yeah. So Eagleton, quick pass outside. We got a couple Bobcat tackles missed out there. So the ref was out there. He was not even really focused on the play. He's trying to run to get them to start the clock. I don't know what the deal is there. I can't see the scoreboard.
It's running. It's 2:19 and running.
I can't see the scoreboard from my view. CL has to lean up and see it. So, so this game's getting a. So it looks like he's calling up there, and that's going to be
Jet with a pick.
Yes, sir.
Jet there with the big pick for the Bobcats.
Jet right there with his second pick tonight. And that will be the royal flush tonight that we needed. Jackson Jet had to come in and be like, listen, boys, we it's time to go home, you know. So Jackson Jet with his second interception tonight. Great play. He came over that kid's shoulder and just kind of took it out, and he somehow he got a foot down over there in bounds. Referee was right there to make the call. So the ball's going to be spotted on about the 2-yard line. So we ain't out of the clear here yet. We got to get out of this end zone. We need to get our feet out of the blue here. We got a lineman running in here late. We're going to be heavy here. Looks like we're just going to do a little pushing here. Bokey's going to hold on to it. He's going to get about 3-4 yards there. He's going to take it out to about the 5.
1:46 left on the clock and running.
I'll try to zoom in here because we don't expect much after. I don't know how many timeouts Eagleton's got. I think they've used 1 or 2 this half. I mean, I assume if they had any timeouts, they'd be calling them right now, but who knows? It's second and about 7 for the Bobcats. Bokey's in the shotgun. He's going to, oh my goodness, he's going to pull it and throw it to Gray.
You would think that would have been pass interference there, Mitch.
It looked like they were tangled up a little bit. I don't know.
Once again, the clock has stopped.
Yeah,
1:11.
Yeah, it's. I think once it gets back under 24.
Is it under 2 minutes?
I think when it gets back down under 24 points, that the clock goes back to regular clock time. I don't think it ever. Once you get up by 24 at a certain point, the clock will run. You guys may comment on there and clear this up. We're not unsure. We don't have the rules in front of us, but
we've got it both ways this quarter.
Yeah. So Bobcats are going to hand it off up the middle. Eagleton's there. And I'm assuming the Royals are going to call timeout here.
They're going to take a timeout with 1 minute and 1 second left on the clock.
1 minute, 1 second. The Bobcats are going to have 4th and 9 at the 3. So we're going to have to – we got opportunity here to talk about this punt coverage and punt blocking scheme because I imagine the Royals are going to try to bring all 10, 11, 12, 20 play. I don't know what they're going to try to bring the heat and make sure we get a good snap off. The Bobcats hadn't had any problems with special teams tonight. We've made a field goal. Bokey has been an all-state punter tonight. So no problems so far. So I imagine the Bobcat coaches are over there talking about it. Said, let's just come on, guys. Once again, before we end tonight, we'll have a little post-game show, a little post-game talk here, just talk about a few things, what we thought, what we seen. Still would like to thank everyone that's tuned in on Facebook, YouTube, or following on our TikTok Live. We do genuinely appreciate it. You guys tuning in and supporting us. Like and share. all of our stuff. Like and share this live feed. Get it out there. So good snap. Bokey gets the punt away. It's going to bounce at about the 32-yard line. Royals are going to pick it up, and we got a missed tackle there. And the Royals are there, and we got flags all over the play. We got Bobcats. I think we had a – yeah, that was –
we got a shooken up Bobcat on the field.
Yeah, we
got some jawing.
Yeah, it's we just need to get out of this, and it's not worth the time and the effort at this point. If you're just tuning in, this game is not as close as the score is indicating. The Bobcats were up 38-6 at one point. Eagleton's got a couple of touchdowns here. I didn't catch what happened.
Well, I seen him kind of fly like weirdly.
So that looks like that is 53. That's going to be Jaden Early, transfer from Oak Ridge, shaking up on the play.
But I think the officials on this whole flag and personal, they've got to get it under control on both sides.
Yeah.
I mean, unfortunately for us, they've been catching it, we're the last person they see, so they're going to throw the flag on us. But there's been definitely some jawing by the other team. But, I mean, overall, we've kept our composure.
Well, they're going to talk about this penalty here. We don't know who it exactly is on. We would assume it's on the Royals. It feels like it was a blindside block or blindside hit. But they are – or maybe it was – so it's going to be, yep, that's exactly what it's going to be against the Royals. That's what it felt like with Early on the ground there. It felt like it was a illegal block there, just trying to – those rules are in place. A lot of us old-timers don't know. We believe in some of those rules, but you got to put some of that stuff in place to protect these young athletes. But it's a blindside block against the Royals. That's going to back them up plumb to their own 49-yard line. So that just kind of took the wind out of the sails. I'm assuming there's still about a minute left in the game.
44 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Looks like the Eagleton's going to try to spread us back out. Big Cameron in the backfield again for the sack.
Wesley Cameron.
He's been in that backfield all night, Mitch.
Yeah, that was big time. That
block got a
punt
sack.
Block, and there's a sack. So number 50, Wesley Cameron.
He's like, I'm ready to finish this game.
Yeah, we need to.
We got 25 seconds. Clock's running down. Eagleton don't look like they're really.
And they might try to get one more off here for pride, but they're already lining up on the 50.
I think they are.
They know the protocol. I think it's smart. Let's with all the
3, 2, 1, and that is your ball game.
Final score here.
Bobcats 38, Eagleton 20.
So great way to start the season for the Bobcats, get a win over a AA team. A little bit of stuff to clean up there post-game, pre-game, the end of the game there. That this whole end of the second half and then some of this fourth quarter has been some of the weirdest football that I've witnessed in a long, if ever. But yeah, it's a. So handshakes are taking place. Looks like everybody's cool with how the game turned out here. Great job by the Bobcats. Good turnout by the Bobcat Nation, by Purple and Gold. Imagine the Bobcats are going to go down here and chat it up and talk about some good things, talk about some things they need to work on, have a little prayer. get on the Roane County bus and get the heck out of Blount County. That game kind of ended a little bit different than we expected, but yeah, I've had a lot of fun tonight with our first broadcast. I don't know how you feel about it, CEO.
Well, we are two rednecks with a mic.
Well, you can label yourself a redneck. I feel like I'm sophisticated redneck, but no, it's been fun. We're going to do this again. Just to let everybody know, the Bobcats will be at home next week at DJ Britton Field against the Yellow Jackets of Kingston coming to town. So the Yellow Jackets bring a ton of people. There's a ton of support around them. They're a 3A school, right? Yeah, they're a 3A school. Kingston is. They got the better of us last year in a little bit of a we feel like we should have won that game. But it's whatever. It's last season, so now we got some things. I'm sure Biggs and the coaching staff have got some things to work on this week. So yeah,
But a lot of growth from the scrimmage.
a lot of growth. I didn't, there was a couple turnovers here. We had an interception. But a lot of growth, I seen some leadership tonight that I didn't see in the scrimmage. But it's a scrimmage. It's sometimes it may be hard to get up for that. But yeah, good game. Like I said, Kingston coming to town next week. That unless something changes, that's going to be a 7:30 start time. All Roane County games start at 7:30. So, yeah, we do want to start off. We're kind of ad-libbing this a little bit. We talked about it pregame. We didn't really talk about it, and CL and I didn't in our preseason top chats we've been having, how in the heck we're going to do this. But we do every week want to recognize what we believe is the Bobcat player of the game, and we may expand this a little bit to defense and offense. But obviously, CL and I stand here, and I think we agree on the player of the game tonight. The TTSN player of the game tonight's Jackson Jett. He had a pick 6, and he had another big pick down here inside the Eagleton 5-yard line. Great play. He got a foot inbounds there. And he ran the ball hard tonight.
I just want to give a shout-out Wesley Cameron. Like he was in the backfield a lot tonight, got a big block.
Yeah,
and
for sure.
Big sack there at the end.
Yeah, Wesley is he's a sophomore that has grown up, but obviously he's got a lot of good players around him too. But that's Bobcat football. If a Bobcat team ever fields somebody that ain't a sophomore on the field, then I'm not sure that it's real Bobcat football. Even when I was playing 30 years ago, we had sophomores and some freshmen playing. It's just a small school. It is what it is. I don't know how many kids are on the roster this year. There's probably 30 some odd. We've had a few kids fall off. We had a really good senior class that graduated last year, and then we've had some kids transfer out, kids transfer in. But either way around, it feels like the chemistry is good.
I like the on offense. We got a good depth of wide receivers. We got 3 that are capable of catching the ball, and also busting it.
Absolutely, and Boki was throwing some really good ropes tonight. Had that one little miscue where he had an interception, but I think he went over the sidelines, walked it off, talked about it, shook it off, fell back on some of that senior leadership he had, and just come back out and took care of business. So yeah, you got any score updates? We got anything we can?
Coach T's been a little slow tonight, Mitch.
Coach T.
Still a lot of games in halftime. Just to run back down for anybody that's joining us, course, here, your Oliver Springs Bobcats beat the Eagleton Academy 38-20. Still reporting at halftime, so if you have any if you know the score, if you can put them in the comments, I'll try to get them from there as well. Coalfield still over Gordonsville 12-7. 28-21, Alcoa over Maryville. 25 seconds left in that game.
28-21. If we got out here, we might be able to catch the end of that game. No, but that'll be interesting. You know, I was telling somebody earlier in the week, last night at the middle school game, I said when we were doing our pick'ems and talking about it, Alcoa, I read something, they won 3 of the last 4 against Maryville. But before that, Maryville had won 3 straight. So out of the last 6 games, it's a 500 series win-loss record. So yeah, interesting there.
Well, we got the first game jitters out.
First game jitters out of the way. Lord, I'd like to remind everyone next week at Kingston, when Kingston comes to DJ Britton Field, I'm challenging everyone. I don't want to see an empty seat in the stands. You get your rear end out here and support this team. We will be doing a live stream. The only thing you're going to hear out of that is the crowd and my PA announcing.
And this right here describes our community in Bobcat football. It's faith, family football.
Yeah, but next week we will not be live streaming. We will be live streaming video, but you will not have play-by-play broadcast other than hearing my PA announcements and things as we go through that. So we won't go on the air too early next week. I anticipate we will get on and maybe talk some pregame stuff around 7 o'clock. And talk about the pick'ems and things like that. And then NCL and I got to lock in and do our Bobcat duties and do the press box, take care of that business. And we stay pretty busy after that. We may do a post-game show, try to get Biggs up, do an interview or something. We're all open to what we can do here. We're just trying to navigate our way through this and figure out what we can do and what we can't do. So,
I guess as we close, I was kind of a little nervous coming in. I ain't going to lie.
Yeah.
I mean, it was kind of like Christmas Day, like I said earlier. So a lot of new faces, so kind of don't know what you're going to get.
Nope.
But I was impressed with my present.
Yeah. Yeah, it was definitely a good gift tonight for the Bobcat Nation, Bobcat Purple and Gold. Thank everyone for tuning in, sharing and liking our post, commenting, positive or negative. I promise you we're going to do our damnedest to be better as we go forward. We're going to give you true Bobcat Purple commentary. We ain't going to be home. Well, we're going to give them hard times. We're respectful of other teams, and we're going to be respectful of the officiating crew, but we're going to give you our football opinion, and it's going to be Bobcat-based. I promise you that.
But thanks again to everybody over here at Eagleton. Nothing but hospitality.
Yeah.
Treat us well. I even had to get down there and get a little salsaritas.
Salsaritas.
You can't ask a Husky boy 20 times if he wants the salsaritas. Yeah. I finally fell to it. Yeah.
So, I tried not to. I didn't. I just grabbed me a water, but I'll probably pay for it later. But
thanks again for everybody for your support. Like Mitch said earlier, just keep sharing, liking. It helps out growing our audience. And I guess till next week, correct, Mitch?
Yep. We will see everybody. Like I said, I'm challenging the entire Bobcat fan base to, if you're able and willing, if you're able physically to get out and support these teams. The gate fees help, the concessions help. It sounds like, based off some of the weather reports, we're going to have some great weather hopefully by the end of next week when we roll in, when the Yellow Jackets show up at DJ Britton Field.
Real quick, if you don't have nothing to do tomorrow and you just want to watch some of the youth playing, you can go down to the high school. They'll be playing Oakdale.
I think game times start at 10. Get out and encourage our youth, Arbor Springs Youth Club. Obviously, we've been a part of that at some capacity over the years, and that's very important to the Bobcat community. A lot of these kids that are seniors and a lot of kids that graduated last year, I was part of that, helping them. Hopefully I helped them. I don't know if I did or not, but either way around, yes, that would be a good thing. Get out, support them. They use that. They do a good job. They do. BB and Charlie, they do a real good job at running that organization with a lot of other folks that I'm not aware of. I apologize. If you shout your name out, I'll give you name. But
thanks everybody again for tuning in and listening to us.
Yeah.
And we will see you next week.